Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 Braves baseball. They've been off for 2 days because they've been traveling out west to San Francisco to take on the Giants. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Braves. You got leading off playing right field, Lee May. Batting second, playing second is Frank Boland. Batting third, playing third, Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing center field is Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing first base is Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field is Frank Thomas. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Joe Torre. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Roy McMillan. And on the mound, the ace, Warren Spahn. We should have a great matchup here between pitchers, folks, as we get to the San Francisco Giants starting lineup. Leading off, playing third base is Jim Davenport. Batting second, playing second is Chuck Keller. Batting third, playing first base is Willie McCovey. Batting fourth, playing center field is Willie Mays. Batting fifth, playing right field is Harvey Kuhn. Batting sixth, playing left field is Jose Pagan. Batting seventh, behind the plate, doing the catching is Eddie Bailey. And batting eighth, playing shortstop is Eddie Bessard. And like I said, should be a good pitching matchup because on the mound, batting ninth for the New York Giants is Juan Marichal. Let's get down to Candlestick Park here and get this game started, folks. And here's to pitch to May. And that is swung on and missed, strike three. So Marichal starting off hot. Didn't jinx him talking about a good pitching matchup. As of yet, here's the pitch to Frank Boland. And Frank says maybe a dig because he laces that ball in the right field, folks, for a base hit. So we got Frank going for the big boppers. First one up is Eddie Matthews. Eddie's hitting .298 on the year with 12 home runs and 43 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Matthews. And that ball is, I forgot to do one thing here, figure out the defense here. Alrighty, so that is a 26. And that ball is hit down the second. Hiller up with it. He tosses it over to Bessard, covering second. That's all they'll get. So Matthews down at first on the fielder's choice for Henry Hank Aaron. Here's the pitch to Hank. And he hits that ball down to Chuck at second also. He'll go to short way over to second. That'll end the inning, and the Braves leave one on. At the bottom of the first, it's Braves nothing, the Giants do up here. Like I say, they'll have Davenport, Hiller, and McCovey do up. Here's the pitch to Davenport. Excuse me, that ball is hit down the first. Adcock's got it. He'll take it himself. And that's the first out of the game for the Giants. Here's Chuck Heller. And that ball also is hit down to Joe Adcock. You might want to pick on somebody else. Joe's got that one unassisted. That's 2 outs. Here's Mr. McCovey. And he does pick on somebody else. He picks on the wind because that's a strike three, folks. So 1, 2, 3 go the Giants. We go to the top of the second. We're knotted up at nothing. We got Joe Adcock, Frank Thomas, and Joe Torre due up here for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Adcock. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. And here's Frank Thomas up now. And that ball is hit down the short. And Eddie's up with it. He fires over to first with McCovey. And that'll be the second out. Brings up Joe Torre now. And Joe also hits that ball down the short. So 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. So we go to the bottom of the second. Still nothing. We got Mays, Kuhn, and Pagan due up here for the Giants. And that ball is hit in the center field. Aaron's got room out there. Easy play. One down. And that brings up Harvey. Let's see what Mr. Kuhn can do. And that ball's also hit in the center field. They might want to pick on somebody besides Henry Aaron, huh? So 2 down here in the second. Joe Pagan. And he is going to pick on somebody else. He's going to hit that ball in the short center field. Not as hard, but he gets on base. The guy's trying to hit the ball out of the park. He just bloops one right in the short center. Brings up Ed Bailey now with Joe down at first, 2 outs. And that ball is hit down the short. And he'll fire over the first base, Mac will. Adcock's got it. And the Giants leave one on. We go to the top of the third. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Braves. McMillan, Spahn, and May. Spahn's not a bad hitting pitcher though, folks. Got to be careful with him. And this ball's lifted in the right field. Harvey's got it out there. And that's 1 down for the Braves. Like I say, it brings up Warren Spahn. Spahn's hitting .306 on the year, folks. Like I say, he's no slouch at the plate. Not at all. And he hits that ball down the third. Davenport up with it. Fires over to McCovey. Quick 2 outs here. And that brings up Lee May. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And he makes contact this time, hits it down to Bouchard. That's 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. So we go to the bottom of the third. Milwaukee Braves nothing, San Francisco Giants nothing. Bouchard, Marichal, and Davenport due up here for the G-men. Here's the pitch to Eddie. And that ball is hit down to second. Bowen's got it. Tosses it over to Adcock, 1 down. Here's Juan Marichal. That ball's hit down the short. Millen's got it. Fires over to Joe. Quick 2 outs. That brings up the top of the order in Davenport. And he grounded out the first his first time up. And he's going to pop that one up in the infield here. And Frank's calling everybody off. Frank Boland makes the play. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. We go to the top of the fourth. It's still knotted up, 0-0. We got the top of the order due up though for the well, kind of the top of the order. Boland, Matthews, and Aaron for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's a pop up behind home plate. Bailey tosses the mask back near the screen and makes the catch. 1 down for Mr. Eddie Matthews. Eddie's 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And he swings and misses strike 3. A quick 2 outs here. We're definitely getting the pitcher's duel like we said. And here's Henry Hank Aaron. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And he hits that ball down to Davenport. 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Hiller, Covey, and Mays due up here for the G-men. Chuck's 0 for 1, grounded out the first his first time up. And that's what he does this time. He's picking on Joe, and Joe's up to the task. 1 down. There's Mr. Willie McCovey. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that's going to be strike 1 on him. 0-1 count. And he lifts that ball in the left. Sorry, he lifts that ball in the infield. And Mac's calling everybody off. McMillan makes the play. That's 2 quick outs. Here's Willie Mays. And that ball's hit in the left field. Frank Thomas is back there, makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go the Giants. Quick moving game here, folks. We're in the 5th inning, and it's still 0-0. Adcock, Thomas, and Torrey due up. Here's the pitch to Joe. And that ball is hit down the short. Bassard throws that ball away, folks. E6. And Adcock's going to get in scoring position. How about that? You got Joe Adcock on at second. Nobody out. Here's a chance for the Braves to cash in on this mistake. We got Frank Thomas up. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out the short his first time up. Hey, Tim. And that's a big strikeout. Swing and a miss. Marichal gets the first out here. Joe stays put at second. Now we got the other Joe Torrey. Can he get Adcock in? It'll take a good hit. Get Adcock in. Not very much speed out there. And that's a wild pitch. Thank you very much, Mr. Marichal. Now that puts Adcock down at third. Now a base hit will score him. A 1-0 count on Joe Torrey. And the way this game's playing, the Giants are going to play the infield in, folks. That's a line drive back to the pitcher. And Adcock is able to get back to third. So that's 2 outs. Now it's going to take a 2-out base hit by McMillan to get this run in. See what he can do. Mac is 0 for 1, flown out the right field. And he hits that ball down the short. And he'll fire over to first. And Marichal works himself out of the jam, folks. And it's still 0-0. As we go to the 5th, we got Kuhn, Pagan, and Bailey due up here for the Giants. Here's Harvey. And that's not what you want to do with a 0-0 game. SPAHN walks Kuhn to start this 5th inning. See if he can do what Marichal and pitch around this. Here's Pagan. Braves are looking to turn 2 here. And that ball is hit down the third. Matthews up with it, fires over to Bolin, but not quick enough to turn 2. So they get Kuhn, but Pagan will end up at first on the fielder's choice. Now Ed Bailey's up with 1 out and a runner on. And that's a 2-ball, no strike count on Bailey. And just what the doctor ordered, folks. That ball's hit down to Frank. This time he shuffles it over the McMillan, who fires it over to Adcock. That's your 4-6-3 inning double play. SPAHN gets out of it with nobody scoring. Hey, Bernard. Check out Bernard's channel. He did a great game in the 1950s between the White Sox and the Red Sox. That was a great game. So we go to the top of the 6th, folks. Like I say, sometimes you predict these pitching matchups and it blows up in your face, but not this one. It's 0-0. We got SPAHN to lead off. Then May and Bolin. Oh, did you see it, Tim? It was a good game, that's for sure. Yeah. Here's Warren SPAHN. Can he help his own cause here? No. SPAHN swings and misses strike 3. 1 out here in the 6th. Here's Lee May. He's 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out the short. And that ball is hit into center field. Willie Mays is on his bicycle and catches it. That's a quick 2 outs. Brings up Frank Boland now. Frank's 1 for 2. He's got the only hit of the game here for the Braves. Let's see if he can get hit number 2. That was way back in the 1st inning. No, but he will take his base on the walk. I don't know if that was a smart move by Marichal. Brings up Eddie Matthews. See if Eddie can make him pay and get the Braves on the board here. And that ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Home run, Eddie Matthews in the right center. Sure, and just like that, walking Frank Boland bites him in the butt, and he gives up one mistake. And he makes him pay for it. It's 2-0. Now Hank Aaron. Is Marichal calmed down, or is Hank going to take advantage of it? And he hits that ball down the 3rd. Davenport up with it. Fires across the diamond to get Henry. But the Braves scored 2 on the Matthews home run. And it is now Milwaukee Braves 2, San Francisco nothing. And we got Eddie Burso up, and then we'll probably have to have a pitch hitter here for Marichal after giving up them 2 runs. We'll see. And then Davenport. And that ball is hit down the short. And Max up with it. He fires over the 1st. 1 out. We're going to let Marichal bat since Eddie didn't get on here, folks. So he gave up that 1 bad pitch. So Marichal is going to bat. And that ball is hit down the 1st. Adcock's going to take it himself. That's 2 outs here in the 6th. That brings up the top of the order in Davenport, who's 0 for 2. He grounded out the 1st, and he popped up the 2nd. And he's going to pop up the 2nd again, folks, as Frank calls everybody off. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. You make it to the 7th inning with your score, Braves 2, Giants nothing. You got Joe Adcock, Frank Thomas, and Joe Torre due up here in the 7th. Let's see if they can get some breathing room with a 2-run lead here. And that is a base hit in the left field. And that'll definitely get the bullpen up for the Giants, as now Frank Thomas comes up, the leadoff runner on Joe Adcock. And Frank's 0 for 2. He grounded out the short and struck out. And he hits that ball down the 2nd. Eddie's up with it, tosses it over to 2nd. But the ball was too slow a hit. They can't turn 2, so Frank will be down at 1st rather for Joe Torre. See what Joe can do. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out, and he's lined out to the pitcher. And that ball's lifted in the center field. Mays is out there patrolling center field, and he makes the catch. 2 out. Brings up McMillan now. Max 0 for 2, flown out to right field and grounded out the short. And that ball is hit down the short. And Eddie throws that ball in the dirt. And Adcock's going to find himself down at 3rd on that air. We got 1st and 3rd now. Frank Thomas, rather. We got 1st and 3rd now. 2 outs for Mr. SPAHN. Let's see if Warren, like I say, he's hitting 289 on the year if he can help himself. Make me and Beatles look good here, saying we don't need no stinking DH. And no, he's not going to make us look good. He hits that ball down the short. Eddie's going to make up for that error. He's going to throw across the diamond to get SPAHN. So the Braves leave 2. We make it to the 7th inning stretch, folks. 2-0 Braves. We got Chuck Keller, McCovey, and Mays due up here for the Giants to face Warren SPAHN. And here's the pitch to Chuck. And he walks Heller. Heller walks on down to first. Again, they get the lead runner on. Brings the tying run up to the plate. Let's see if Warren can pitch around the walk. Last time McCovey couldn't. McCovey's up now. Marichal couldn't. Here's the pitch to McCovey. And just what the doctor ordered. That ball's hit down the short. Mac throws over to Frank, over the Joe Adcock. 6-4-3 double play, folks. That gets the winning run off the home plate. Now just the tying run off of home plate. Now Willie Mays is up. He's over 2. He's flown out the center and left. And he's going to hit that ball in the center field. So he's giving every outfielder a shot here today, it looks like. So 1, 2, 3. Well, really not 1, 2, 3, but he faces the minimum thanks to that double play. So we go to the top of the 8th. It's the top of the order. May, Bolin, and Matthews. Hey, legends. Check out his channel. He had a nice game on today, too, with the Cardinals and Expos in his playoffs. Here's the pitch to Lee May. And that ball is hit in the left field. And Pagan bobbles it, and that ball rolls to the wall. Giants ain't playing very good defense. And May will end up down at second. So just like that again, an error. Has the leadoff runner down at second for the Braves. The last time they couldn't cash in. See if they can this time. We got Frank Bolin up again. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. And Marichal again with a big out here. Strike 3. He stays put. Now there's 1 out for Eddie Matthews. Eddie's 1 for 3 today with that 2-run home run. Only runs of the game. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Marichal's buckling down now after the error. If you can't get him out, I'll strike him out, he says. That brings up Henry Hank Aaron. He is 0 for 3. He's reached on a fielder's choice, and he's grounded out the third. His other 2 times up. Not this time, folks. Henry Hank Aaron just gets a hold of this one. Yes, it is. Yeah, it was a heck of a pitching game you had, legends. And here's the crack of the bat as we just dropped the other dice. And that ball is smacked in the left center. That'll score May from second. And Henry Hank Aaron makes this a 3-0 game, folks. Now Joe Adcock is up with Henry Aaron down at second and 2 outs. And that ball is deep. That ball is back. That ball is far. Willie Mays turns around and waves goodbye. Home run, Joe Adcock. And just like that, the Braves blow this game open. And me and Legends just jinxed Marichal. And just like that, it's 5-0, folks. They're going to let Marichal pitch to Frank Thomas. If you can't get Thomas out, they'll pull him. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that is popped up to third. Davenport's got it. And that'll end the inning. But the Braves score 3. Aaron with a RBI double. And then Joe Adcock with a 2-run homer. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-0 Braves. We got Harvey Kuhn, Pagan, and Bailey due up here for the Giants. Here's the pitch to Kuhn. And that is going to be a base hit in the center field. Harvey does a nice job getting on. 3 runs are looking big. It gives SPAHN some wiggle room now. Here's Pagan up. He's 1 for 2. He singled in the second and reached on the fielder's choice. And he's going to beat an infield hit into the ground and beat it out, folks. And just like that, SPAHN's in some trouble here. 1st and 2nd and nobody out. And that's going to get the bullpen up for them. Now Ed Bailey, we got the catcher up, and the Braves are looking to turn 2. They've turned a couple of them here today. Yeah, the dam did break open, didn't it, in the 8th inning? Might be breaking open in the 8th inning for the Giants, too. And just what the doctor ordered, though. Marichal's been living with this. That ball's hit down to Frank Bolin. He tosses it underhand to Mack, who fires it over to Joe Adcock. Kuhn will get down the 3rd, but that's a 4-6-3 double play, folks. That helped old Warren out. Now Eddie's up. Eddie's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the 2nd and grounded out the short. And it's a good thing they got the double play because he squares this ball up, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap in left field. Kuhn will score and get the Giants on the board. And it's now 5-1 Braves. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Marichal. And he's going to come out here and pitch hit. Probably one of the Lou boys is going to come out. And it's going to be Felipe. He's going to come out and pitch hit here. So we got 2 outs now. And Eddie down at 2nd. And here's the pitch to Felipe. And that ball is hit back to the mound. Easy play for SPAHN. He'll fire over to 1st. Get out of the inning. But the Giants score 1 and make it a 4-run game as we go to the 9th. Now we got to see who's going to come out here and pitch for the G-men. Let's see who hasn't pitched in a while for him here. Looks like Dick LeMay hasn't pitched in a while, so that's who we're going to bring in here, guys. And he'll be facing Torrey, McMillan, and SPAHN, the bottom part of the lineup. Alrighty, here's the pitch to Joe Torre here. Braves up 5-1 in the 9th. And that ball is lifted in the left field. Pagan makes the catch this time, unlike the last inning. And that's 1 out. Here comes McMillan up now. He's 0 for 3. He's flown out, grounded out, and reached on an error. And he's going to reach on another error. And Eddie Bouchard down there at short is not having a very good game, folks. He bobbles that one, throws over, and Mac's able to beat that out for a base, for getting safe on the air. We got SPAHN up. And like I say, we're going to let Warren swing away here. We're not going to bunt. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs now. Brings up Lee May. May's 0 for 4. Let's see if he can get off the snide here, folks. No, he can't. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Lee May goes down. May goes down swinging off of LeMay. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We got the top of the order due up here. Can Warren SPAHN get the complete game here? We got Davenport, Hiller, and McCovey due up. And here's the pitch to Davenport. And all of a sudden, this ball game's turning ugly, folks. That ball's hit down to Frank Bolin. He bobbles it, and Davenport's going to get on. SPAHN shaking his head, but he's got a 4-run lead here. Here's the pitch to Chuck Hiller. And that ball is popped up behind home plate. Torrey throws the mask off, makes the catch for out number 1. And here comes the John's big boppers. Here comes Willie McCovey. McCovey's 0 for 3. He struck out, popped up, and hit into a double play his last time up. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. SPAHN gets McCovey. The Giants are down to the last out. It's who they would want up. They got Willie Mays up here. And that ball is hit down to third. Hit down the short, rather. Mac's up with it. He'll go to short way over to Frank Bolin, and that'll end the game, folks. The Braves win 5-1. Heck of a pitching game until the 8th inning there. Let's take a look at the box score here. Hey, Chris. How's it going, Chris? Let's see what the star here is. I knew he had a rough game. Committed 3 errors. Sure. Oh, Eddie Bouchard did. I knew it was a rough game. Giants committed 6. 4 errors, rather, the Giants committed. So the Braves, 5 runs on only 5 hits and 1 error. They took advantage of their opportunities, that's for sure. And the Giants, 1 run on 4 hits and 4 errors. Joe Adcock with a big home run. Eddie Matthews with a big home run. And Aaron with that double. That was the damage, folks. We'll take a look at the scorecard here in a minute. And who had the hits for the G-men? Pagan had a rough day out in left field, but he had 2 hits. Harvey had 1, and Bouchard, with his rough day out in the field, had a hit. SPAHN goes the distance, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 2, only struck out 2. Marichal, like I said, pitched a good game until that 8th inning. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs. Like I say, with all the errors, only 2 of them was earned. Walked 1, struck out 7, and gave up the 2 big bombs. And LeMay came in, pitched a nice 9th inning, struck out 2. Let's take a look at the scorecard here, folks. Like I say, the Braves was able to lump stuff together. They got the walk and the Eddie Matthews home run. And then they got the error. Then Hank Aaron doubled in May, and then Adcock came in, got the 2-run homer. So, like I say, they bunched most of their hits together. Matter of fact, they only had those hits, 3 hits that was scores. Pretty darn good. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, Tim, it got wild near the end, didn't it? let's do some fast play here in the National League. We only have 2 games. We got the Cubbies taking on the Dodgers out in LA in the Coliseum. And the Dodgers win a close one. The Cubbies 5 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The Dodgers 6 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. And the only other National League game is the Reds taking on the Pirates in Pittsburgh. And the Pirates win a close one. The Reds 1 run on 8 hits. The Pirates 2 runs on 6 hits. We'll take a look at the standings before we leave after June 14th in the National League. Excuse me. And the Braves are 5.5 games up on the Cardinals and the Cubbies. The Reds are 6 games back. Giants are 8. The Dodgers 8.5. Pirates 9. And the Phillies 13.5 games back. I want to thank Bernard, Christopher, Tim, Legends for stopping by today. Check out their channels. Bernard and Legends, they both had some baseball on today. Go check them out. Christopher's been playing some college football. Check that out, and he's doing a great job with some videos with old announcers giving the highlights of the game. Check those videos out, folks. They're awesome. Alrighty, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of the game today at Candlestick, hit that like button and leave some comments. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.